Hello witches, welcome back to the channel once again. This is WitchoftheRealms, and today I sort of just want to go over some different protection things, just to sort of share with you all some things that I'm doing basically when it comes to protection work. So in one of my last videos I was talking about how I was experiencing these different nightmares and entities sort of messing with me, harassing me in my dream state, in my astral travels and things like that. So I mentioned that I was going to do a protection that focused in on protecting me when I'm on astral travels and when I'm dreaming and when I'm in that sleeping state, because I haven't really done anything that focuses in on that in particular. Though I've done many protection spells, I haven't done anything for that in particular. So what I went ahead and did was I actually used this black quartz crystal to go ahead and basically bind my psychic mind and body to this crystal, and for the protective properties and purposes that smoky quartz or black quartz represents. Black quartz is a filter for dark, evil, negative energies. So by binding my psychic mind and body to this stone with that intent, it basically keeps me away from all harm in the astral travels, in the astral realm, when my spirit is separated from my body and travels outside of the bounds of my home protections or my talismans for protection and things like that. So that's what I went ahead and did, and I've been sleeping with this crystal under my pillow as well. And ever since I did this, I have not been having any negative experiences in the astral and in my dream state at all. And before I did, I was having like nightmares almost every single night. Not very intense nightmares every single night, but it could be just negative situations popping up in the dreams, like arguing with somebody, or just that negative energy in general has been plaguing me in my dream state for a while now. And then I would have more like of the focus, actual entities coming into my dreams and attacking me. But ever since I did this, I have not had any negative. I've actually been having really good dreams for the past couple nights since I created this. So that would be something that I would recommend you all to do as well, or that you can do if you want to. I just took this regular smoky quartz crystal. I sort of held it and just put my intention of infusing my psychic mind and body to the stone. And I just basically put it under my pillow at night when I go to sleep. I do kind of hold it and meditate for a few minutes before I go to sleep, and then I just put it under my pillow, and then I go to sleep, and I've actually had very restful sleep. I've been able to sleep all through the night, and I haven't had any of the negative experiences in the dream state. So that's just something I wanted to share, since you guys did ask for me to go ahead and share the things that I'm doing, whatever. So that's one of the things that I've done, and it has helped immensely. The next thing that I'm going to show you, I haven't actually done this yet, but I'm going to be doing it today. Basically, I have this little mirror here, and it has a little hanging thing on the back. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to draw the sigil of the Helm of Awe. I don't know how to say the Icelandic or Nordic, whatever word of it. But it's the one of protection and overcoming all of your enemies and all attacks. And it's sort of pretty much like a supreme sigil of protection, but also of battle magic as well. So I'm going to be drawing that here on this mirror, and then I'm going to hang the mirror to where it's actually facing outward out of my window, so it will just be reflecting back any energies. Because if you don't know, a lot of times evil spirits and entities come into our homes through our doors and windows. So I'm going to be hanging it in this window over here. I might make some more because I do have a lot of different small hanging mirrors. So I might make more for like my other window that's over there, and some other windows around my house as well, just for the added layer of protection. And like I said before in my video on hexing, sometimes we have to change up our protection magic, because if you're being attacked by a specific entity or another witch who has been attacking you repeatedly, they have come to basically learn your protection methods and how to overcome them. So it's best to change up the different protections that you use. Like in the past videos I've made on protection magic, I constantly talk about how I put protections around my whole house using selenite crystal. And I'll basically put one like laying horizontally in each of my windows above each of my doors to create a sort of barrier with the selenite. I've also done that with black quartz before too. I've also done it with iron, like the metal iron around. There's lots of different ways that you can create perimeters around your home or any place that you want to protect. But that's one of the main things that I've always sort of done. So I kind of wanted to change up the different ways that I will be protecting myself. So I'm going to be doing with these mirrors with the Helm of Awe sigil drawn on them. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually like paint it on there, or I might just trace it with my finger so it's sort of like invisible, but it will still be there at the same time. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it yet, but that's the gist of what I will be doing. So I'll be setting those up in a new perimeter around my house as well. I do have some other protection things that I'm going to be doing, but this has to do with some protection magic that Hecate taught me, that I shared in my Hecate Gnostic Circle Facebook teaching group, which is paid membership. So I'm not going to be sharing that here on YouTube for everyone to see, but it is some more focused protection work as well that I have not utilized before. So I'll be doing that around as well. So there is one more thing I guess I'll go ahead and share in this video. I was gonna wait and do like an entire whole separate video on this, but I might as well just include it here because this is something that I'm also going to be doing as well. So basically this is something I got out of the like old grimoires, like the Key of Solomon and things like that, which is basically like your typical Dybbuk box or phylactery box. Basically it's a box for trapping spirits. So this is your more extreme protection when you really are dealing with a specific entity or spirit or whatever. It could even be just a thought form that another magician or witch has sent to attack you. But basically, it's a spirit trapping box. So I'm just going to be using this wooden chest that I have. I will be creating an effigy of the spirit. I just have some random things in this box right now, but basically I'll be creating like a little effigy of the entity. I'll be putting its sigil, and then I'll be putting some baneful herbs in here, like nettle, some thorns, and wormwood. Maybe some other things, devil's shoestring, things that are known to sort of be baneful, but also to trap and protect against negative entities. So I'll basically be filling the box up with that. Probably put some crystals in here. I already have a hematite in here. I have a Hamsa hand in here as well. And essentially what you do with this is you create the effigy, the sigil, you put it in this box basically of torment to not only trap the spirit, but to trap it in a state of torment. And then I'll be taking this chain that I have and wrapping it around. And I have a little padlock that I'm going to be using to basically just lock the spirit in and trap it in there and in a state of torment. So this is a method that you would want to use if a spirit has really been fucking with you and causing some havoc and some chaos in your life, and you don't just want to banish it, but you really want to teach it a lesson. Sometimes even when you do this to a negative entity, you can actually turn it so that it will serve you. So I've not really done this kind of magic before in this way. I have trapped certain entities in crystals before, but not in a state of torment, just trapped them there. So this is something that I'll be experimenting with over the coming days and weeks. In particular with a certain entity that I feel is behind a lot of the things going on, not just with me, but also attacking friends and other witches out there. So it's not necessarily personal for me, but it is something. This is why I kind of wanted to include this as its own separate video. But I went ahead and included it in this because you may be dealing with something that's attacking you and your family or your loved ones or your friends. So if it comes down to it, I feel like this method is very good. According to the ancient grimoires, it's a very good method of not only stopping a spirit from harming you and punishing it for harming you, but also even making it to be subservient to you in the future. So I'll be experimenting with that. I wanted to share that here and just put it out there. Okay? And that's going to be all for this video. I do have another reversal candle going for my general waning moon reversal magic that I always do. So I have that going as well. But that's basically it as far as the things I wanted to share today. If you have any questions or comments, of course, leave that below. I'd love to read it. And if you have any suggestions for future videos about any kind of magic or anything that I could share with you all, leave that below as well, and I would look forward to getting to that too. So that's going to be all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Hail to the witches, hail Hecate, blessed be, and stay safe.